The new Disney movie Lightyear is now out, and I'm super excited as Buzz is one of my favorite Disney characters of all time. I thought I'd get into the spirit by creating some space sound effects, lasers, pew pew, that kind of stuff. Watch to the end to find out how you can download all the effects I create in this video for free. So I really got into the spirit by building some Buzz Lightyear Lego. Actually, no, that's a lie. My kids built the Buzz Lightyear Lego, so thanks kids for making a great video. Here you can see in Premiere, I've already put together a scene of Buzz like walking around, getting attacked with laser guns, whoa, trying to contact the space computer, and then this big like space cyborg thingy trying to attack him, but the spaceship takes off, knocks the cyborg out, Buzz goes to infinity and beyond, and then the spaceship leaves like that. So, oh, I thought I could actually put a little fade at the end there, so Control or Command D, but nice fade out at the end there, and look at how cool that looks. It's very, very cinematic. My filming skills are second to none. Well, actually, no. Let's talk about audio, because that's really where we're working. And the first thing I did was create a laser sound effect. Now, to do this, you will need a slinky spring, kind of like this, and then you kind of like hold it like this next to a microphone. Well, next to a microphone, actually, I plugged into my mixer, and I created pew pew sound effects. So slinky spring, suspended from my desk, really easy to make those sound effects. And if I actually hop over to Audition and bring in the slinky lasers, you'll see here, I've got some great samples that I can use in the Buzz Lightyear kind of movie. So I'm definitely going to work on that. I've also got some Isabella stuff, so let's bring her in as well. Here she is with her computer.
Please record your last words.
And
mission failure imminent.
That's absolutely fantastic. So we've got all of this. We can put some effects on her. And now I'm going to create a few Buzz voiceovers. So let's call this Mike Buzz. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and do my best British Buzz Lightyear. You ready for this? Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. It's a bit loud. Let's turn it down. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. To infinity and beyond. Something like that. That'll do. Okay, so let's erase all of this stuff that we don't need. Have a little listen. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. And we can obviously go ahead and put some sound effects on that, make it sound really good and spacey, and we'll get to that in a second. So I'm going to save that out now to my downloads folder, so I've got that all there. So everything is here. It's all ready to work with. And now I'm just going to head back to Premiere Pro briefly, and I'm actually going to edit this whole sequence in Adobe Audition because it's going to make it easier for me to apply the effects and really make the lasers sound smashing and amazing. So we'll go to Edit up here, and we'll look for the option to edit in Adobe Audition. We're going to edit the sequence, and we'll just like export this out as it is. We'll click OK. We'll create the audio track, and then when we finish, we'll take this sequence and bring it back to Premiere so we can make the final mix down of this. So let's go ahead and drag in some stuff that we're going to be using. So obviously we've got the Buzz Lightyear thing here. So we will first of all get some lasers, and then we'll bring these in on audio track 1. Clicking OK to this, and we've got perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Lots of laser battles here, and then we've got a kind of, so right about there we've got a change in scene, so let's cut that there. Now what I'm going to do with these lasers, let's make sure I've actually got these lasers in at the right place. So we've got this guy coming in and then shooting away. That's perfect. Now I need a bit of background ambience, and I didn't think to do this before, but I'm actually going to grab my microphone and see if I can get this working, because what I want to do with this particular microphone is I want to record some ambience of my computer fan. I thought this would be quite good for an overall space sound. So let's record this now. Okay. Turn that up. Hello. Okay, there is a bit of fan. That's literally my computer fan that I'm filming or recording there. And I'm actually going to cut this. And what I'll do is I'll probably make a loop of this. But what I'm actually going to do with this fan, let's just grab that bit. That's perfect. So that's perfect for space ambience. So let's turn that microphone off now. What I can actually do to make this sound even better is I can go into effects, time and pitch shifter, and I can pitch this down a bit. That's it, maybe even more. So we get that. That's a kind of background. And we're going to apply that as background ambience. So I'm going to actually save this as space effects. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull this in on another audio track. Let's actually create a brand new audio track here. And we'll call this one space background. So this will run through the whole movie. Okay, so that's space background, and to loop this over, I'm just going to hold down the Alt key, and I'm going to do some crossfades here, just so this is running through the whole of our Buzz movie that I'm working these sound effects to. And that should be about enough, and then right about here, we're going to snap that to the end and fade that out. So now we've got space ambience. We're going to turn that down, it's probably too loud. There we go. And then we got the guy coming in and shooting the lasers. And in order to make the lasers sound really good, I'm actually going to add plenty of special effects to this particular track. Let's actually name this Lasers on audio track 1. And we'll go ahead and we'll add some track effects. First of all, I'm going to add some filter and EQ. Parametric equalizer. Actually, no, we'll use the FFT filter. It's much easier to work with the FFT filter on stuff like this. And we'll go ahead and do some sound shaping. So let's see what we can do with those lasers. A bit too much treble there, so let's really work on bringing out those mid frequencies. There we go, perfect. So we've got... Now we're also going to need a bit of reverb, I feel, on this, so let's throw some reverb in on this track. We'll do some studio reverb, and we'll do a medium drum plate. Make that a bit tighter, and we'll do a low frequency cut quite high. More of the high frequencies there. Let's see if I can bring in some bass on this. Okay, and then I'm also going to add in a bit of a delay and echo as well. So let's go in and put in an analog delay. And we'll go for public address is always a good one. And we're also going to add in some chorus to make that, there we go, the default one. It's pretty good. Let's turn the delay rate up. And the feedback. And the spread. Oh, that's a bit too much. Excellent, sounding nice and stereo. And we'll also go in and add in a final little bit of flanger. Let's get some oral flanger to give it a bit of a stereo sound effect. That might be too much. Let's try vocal flange. No, I think that's actually too much. Let's remove the flanger there. So we've now got this. We've got Buzz here. And now this is the point where I'm going to bring in the mission failure thing here. So we've got...
Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1.
And then on Izzy's voice here, we're just going to call this computer as a computer track. I'm going to actually add in something that's going to make her sound robotic. So we'll go for modulation, chorus again, and we'll try some different choruses. Let's try Project Nightmare.
Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1.
Let's pull the modulation rate up.
Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1.
There we go, that's quite cool. Let's turn the modulation depth down a bit.
Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1. Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's perfect. Now we're getting over here. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. So we need to bring in Buzz here and put him on there. So this is going to be Buzz's sound. Here we are. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Now over here, I definitely need to ham up Buzz's voice a little bit. So let's use the FFT filter again. We're going to go for on hold EQ, but we're just going to drag this out a bit so it's not so telephone sounding.
1.
Buzz Lightyear to star command.
1.
Buzz Lightyear to star command. And we'll add a little bit of distortion to that track as well. So under special, we're looking for distortion. And we'll go for Green Room Angus.
1.
Buzz Lightyear to star command. Okay, a little bit loud, so we'll just bring that down in the mix.
1.
Buzz Lightyear to star command. There we go. And we probably need some beeping. So over here in the waveform, I'm going to create a new thing called beeps for computer. And we'll go in and we'll do effects, generate tones. And here, now we're going to generate a sweeping tone so I can use different frequencies. We'll go up to about 2000 hertz. And we should have something at the end that sounds like, let's make it 5 seconds in duration. Something that sounds like this. And then in order to use that for a computer beep, so like he's tapping away on a computer there, I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to take random parts of the tone and just kind of copy and paste them like that. So we can do like a rough bloop, and it'll all become clear what I'm doing in just a second. Gear to star command. Now let's put that on another track. Gear to star command. Gear to star command. So that's kind of ethereal, spacey kind of thing. Let's actually bring this down a little bit in volume. So if we can actually zoom in on all of these clips and just bring them down a little bit and maybe make it stereo by just panning left and right. So let's pan left and right a little bit. So we've got a nice like stereo computer sound. Gear to star command. There we go. And then we've got this going into the big cyborg that's doing like the nasty attack. So we'll get, for this, we will go ahead and bring in another sound. Let's generate another tone here. So effects, generate tones. And for this, let's go for something like out of control. What else have we got? We've got minor to major. So we'll use this as a sweeping phaser to come in. Let's grab that, let's make that, let's save that as cyborg, and we'll bring that now in. So that's going to go here. And again, we need this to be quite subtle in terms of sound, so we'll have this a little bit lower. A command. And then we need a spaceship taking off. So again, to generate that, I'm going to do spaceship. And I'm going to generate some noise for this. Generate noise. And this is going to be white noise. Or maybe, actually, we could go for, let's try grey noise. Probably brown. That's what we need. And then we need to pitch bend that using time and pitch bender. And we'll go for spline curves here and we'll draw on a little pitch. So we'll go for, let's see what we can actually do with this. There we go. That's the kind of sound effect I'm looking for. So that like spaceship taking off. So let's save that. And this is going to come in right about here near the end. So let's place this on this track here. And then we got to infinity and beyond. So he's going to say that here. To infinity and beyond. And beyond. Now we need to speed that up a little bit, so let's use the adjustment of global clip stretch there. To infinity and beyond! And then probably what I want to do is I want to take this and reverse it for the final scene. So let's place that into a new slot there, and we'll go to Effects, and we'll go to Reverse. And we'll now bring that Untitled 10 in there, and pull that onto that track there. I think he's just a little bit loud there, Buzz, so we're going to turn that down and then fade out at the end. So we've got something now that's starting to look like this, and we can probably bring in a few more. Actually, we've got one more thing, and that's Isabella here, and we're going to have her saying... put that a little bit earlier on in the mix. Let's put this here on the cyborg attack. Let's actually move her here.
Please record your last words.
And actually, I'm going to bring that onto another track and pitch shift it slightly so we get a slightly robotic sound. Pitch shifter.
Please record your last word.
And we'll actually triple track that. And on this track, we'll go in and we'll time and pitch shifter, and we'll shift that up.
Please record your last.
Let's pan that a little bit.
Please record your last words.
To infinity and beyond.
And let's actually bring that in a little bit earlier. There we go. Nice bit of reverb at the end. Perfect. Okay, so we've got something now that looks like this, and what I can actually do is I can undock this video panel and maybe make it a little bit bigger as I play back the full mix that we've created here. So here's Buzz in space, and oh no, here comes an intruder shooting with lasers.
Mission failure imminent. In 3, 2, 1.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command.
Please record your last words.
To infinity and beyond.
So as you can see, with just a few effects added to the voice and a few generates of noise and tones and stuff like that, and mixing them all up with effects like chorus, reverb, you name it, delay, you can make some brilliant space sound effects. And I've had fun doing this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to go ahead and see more videos like this, please click subscribe so you'll never miss another video from me. And if you want to get all these space sound effects you've heard me create in this particular video, head over to mrc.fm/Lightyear. If you've not done so already, check out musicradiocreative.com. This is where my team of 200 plus audio professionals can help you with voiceovers, radio jingles, DJ drops, podcast intros, music, ads, and much, much more. Until the next time, keep calm and produce on, my friends.
Thumbs up, subscribe for more. Musicradiocreative.com